Well, one thing's for sure. We know that religious freedom is under attack like never before. We're seeing this happen, guys, at an alarming rate. And I'm not just talking about, in the Middle East or in Europe, and other countries like that. No, I'm talking about right here in the United States of America, okay? There was a very disturbing article that was released today by Todd Starnes over at foxnews.com. I wanted to just bring this to you guys because it was just mind-boggling to me. It made absolutely no sense. But apparently, the TSA stopped a pastor and inspected his Bible. That's right. I'm not making this up. He inspected his Bible. Where have we gone as a nation? This is the United States, like I said, okay? This isn't anywhere else. All right? It's not the Middle East, it's the United States. Inspected his Bible. Let me fill you guys in on the story here, okay? Now, this is the pastor of a Texas megachurch, okay? He said he was stunned when a government agent stopped him at a TSA checkpoint so his Bible could be inspected. He says, "I couldn't believe it. I literally couldn't believe it," said Gene Lingerfelt, the pastor of Faith Christian Center in Arlington, Texas. The pastor and his wife were on their way to Cancun for a vacation when he was stopped on Monday in the TSA pre-check line for a bag check. Okay. At first, the pastor was not terribly surprised by the disruption. He says, quote, "That particular bag was filled with all of my cords, charger cords, computer power cords. In some airports like Heathrow, I always get stopped," he said. But what he thought was just a routine search through his technology devices was anything but. Nope. This very nice young man starts going through and pulling out my computer, iPad, paperback books, and then he came to my Bible, he said. At that point, the government agent set aside all of the tech gadgets and began rifling through the pastor's Bible. He says, "I thought it was so strange," Dr. Lingerfelt told me. He fanned through the entire Bible and very nicely explained to us that we got stopped because of the Bible. Not the power cords, not the computer cords, not the charger cords, the phone cords, all the cables. No. For the Bible. For having the Bible. Why? Why? Why would you be stopped for carrying a Bible? Let that thought linger for just a moment. An American pastor on American soil was stopped by a government agent because of a Bible. Did the TSA suspect that the Lingerfelts were smuggling the good book through its checkpoint? "We've never had that kind of experience before," Mrs. Lingerfelt told me. "I was dumbfounded. I stood there and watched as he rifled through the pages. We always travel with our Bibles to read on our trips or vacations," she said. "This was the first time something like this has ever happened to us." Dr. Lingerfelt said that he was not sure what the TSA agent was looking for. "There was nothing in it except bookmarks and notes," he said. The pastor should have directed the government agent to the Gospel of John, chapter 3, and verse 16. He says, after it had been inspected, the TSA returned the pastor's Bible, and he was allowed to continue on his journey. For the TSA's sake, it's a good thing that they did. "If they had confiscated my Bible, I'd be in jail," Dr. Lingerfelt said. Folks, you don't tug on a Superman's cape, and you never take a preacher's Bible, especially if that preacher is from Texas. Yeah, it's absolutely right. This just goes to show you guys where we're living at, okay? We're going to come to a point where it's going to be completely illegal to carry a Bible. So what you're seeing now, this is just the beginning phases of it now. This is the beginning phases of your religious liberty being completely stripped away from you, okay? It's going to be completely taken away at some point, all right? That day is coming. Whether we want it to or not, it is coming. It is prophecy. It's Bible prophecy, the last days, all right? When the Antichrist is here, okay, Christianity will not be allowed. You will have those who are left behind are going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to renounce Jesus Christ, or they're going to have to take the mark of the beast. And part of renouncing his Christ means you no longer follow the Bible. They're going to ban these things altogether. So this is just the beginning, all right? But be in prayer. be in prayer. You know what? God is still in control. Okay, and we have to trust him. We can't stop prophecy, but we can pray for protection over ourselves, and that we would not, be subjected to this sort of a treatment. But we know persecution is going to happen. It's part of the last days. But let's still just be in prayer. Continue to pray for this nation. Okay, this is still one nation under God. Okay, it doesn't matter what the government says or what they do or what laws they pass. You can't change the laws that God has already put into motion. You just can't do it. It doesn't work that way, all right? So just keep that in mind, guys. I just want to bring to light where we're at. This is where we're at now. It's unheard of. You shake your head, hearing something like this that's happening. It's just crazy. But it is where we are, unfortunately. But just be encouraged anyway, guys, all right? If you guys are new here, thanks for checking out my channel. This is CardsFan480. I'm here on both YouTube and Periscope. You guys can feel free to follow me on Periscope, and you can subscribe to me on YouTube. Same name, CardsFan480. I'll continue bringing you guys all the latest breaking news, end times Bible headlines, everything having to do with the soon coming return of Jesus Christ, because he is coming soon, all right? We don't need to be afraid. We don't need to be afraid of persecution or these sort of things happening to us, all right? We have a voice. We can stand up against it, all right? If you guys have never accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior, I want to give you the opportunity to do that right now, okay? Just leave me a comment. Let me know you would like to receive Christ into your heart as your Lord and Savior, all right? You'll be born again. You'll come into the kingdom. You'll have everlasting life, perfect joy, perfect peace living on the inside of you, okay? And you'll have a home in heaven, all right? It is the greatest decision that you will ever make. So do that now, guys, all right? I promise you, you won't regret it. I'll be back with more. God bless, guys.